Welcome to welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't know what to do with the jacket. The jacket is very hot, so I have the jacket. I put it. You know how like you know how Melania Trump. Why am I talking about the Trumps today? In the other video, I talked about her husband Donald Trump, but now I'm talking about Melania Trump. She knows how to put her jacket over her shoulder, and she just looks cool. Or many other women, I put it over my shoulder. I look absolutely ridiculous. So let's do this. Let's just put this on normally. Oh my God. I'm probably going to cut this part out of the video because it's just too much information. You know, between takes, between videos, I take it off and then it's so hot. And it's fall. It's like October, but it's quite hot. Yeah, I'm showing off my boobs. I love my boobs. You know, you get to be my age and you still have boobs that like look like boobs without surgery and all of this. You know, because you know when I was a little girl, when I was younger, and when the boobs were like, why am I talking about boobs? This is so inappropriate. It's a part of the body, right? If Gwyneth can talk about other things, I can talk about boobs. So when I was younger, when I first got the boobs, when I was like in my teens, like I was like 13, 14, 15, and the boobs came out and they were pretty much, you know, disproportionate to the body. It was such a difficult time in my life as a young woman to appreciate myself and my body. And I hated my body. And I look back, see, this is going to bring tears to my eyes. I look back at that time and I wish that someone had told me that it was okay, that it was beautiful to be a girl, to be a woman. And I'm going to cut this part out. But anyway, now I love my boobs and I celebrate my fucking boobs, okay? So, because I spent so many years hating myself and so many years just crushing myself down because I didn't want, you know, I didn't appreciate my body and no one made me think it was beautiful. And so voila, but you don't have to see them. So I'm going to cover them up. Okay? Voila. So today I'm talking about Meghan, and I love Meghan. You know, I just identify so much with this human being. Why? I don't know. It's just like this. So this post I did today, it's called Unleashing Meghan Markle's Inner French Girl. So, you know, I live in Paris for the moment. I don't know how much longer, but for the moment, I'm in Paris. I've been here quite a long time. And I never really, I don't think I ever really aspired to be the French girl per se. I don't know if that's really true, but I think somewhere in my mind I always knew that I could never really achieve that archetype, if you will. That French girl look is a very specific look, you know, and I'm just not that. And so and especially now after having lived here for such a long time, I think I really I admire the French girl and her look and her essence and her beauty. I see her for what she is and I admire her. I love her for what she is. But I've come to accept me as I am, you know. So I do me. I'm definitely not a French girl. I mean, a French girl, for example, would never ever show her boobs ever, you know. Not that I walk around showing mine, I don't, but you know, she's very demure in that way, which is nice. I do like that about her. Um, but the French girl, you know, she has a certain type of hair, you know, it's tousled, sort of just rolled out of bed and, you know, whatever with her hair. And she's a minimalist. She's kind of is she a minimalist? I mean, she's kind of a minimalist, you know. I mean, I don't know if that's the right word. I mean, like with Meghan Markle, she has that sort of French girl hair, I think, that's sort of tousled, sexy, just rolled out of bed look sometimes to her hair. And she has the right coloring because a lot of French girls, even Gwyneth Paltrow, my other, I've had two fangirl crushes in my life. Gwyneth Paltrow was the first one, and Meghan Markle is the second one. And on Gwyneth's blog, Goop, she has this article which I linked to in the blog post that has inspired this video. I don't know if I'm going to post this video because I kind of got close to crying. I'm very emotional. Like I cry really easily. But anyway, so Gwyneth has on Goop an article about the quintessential French girl, and so Megan is very sort of French girl without trying. She's a California girl. She's a Cali girl. Very laid back, very beautiful, very cool, very hip. But she's also kind of like a French girl. I mean, if she lived in Paris, I mean, she just like fit right in. Her coloring is like quintessential French girl, kind of like she's almost kind of olive, kind of like, even though she's a mixed girl, she's mixed in this way that she's kind of like an olive Mediterranean type of a girl. And so she'd fit right in with that sort of complexion and with the tousled, just out of bed hair. And in terms of the way Megan dresses, her sort of aesthetic is very, like that time when she wore the husband shirt when she first was introduced to the world at the is it at the Invictus Games? I think she wore the husband shirt. That's very French girl. And the ripped jeans now, I think the French, like the teenagers, they wear those. They dress like that. Um, Quite a bit. French girls are very sort of a little bit maybe too much hung up on age, so that maybe a 40-year-old French woman would not wear ripped jeans because she's sort of like more caught up with numbers than we are as Americans, which is something I really love about Americans and American women is that we give ourselves permission to be young longer than French women do. Actually, that's something that's very interesting. But so Megan, in that sense, she is an American girl where she's just forever young. But in another way, she's like the French girl in terms of what she actually would pick to wear. Like her aesthetic, her shirts, her jeans, her sort of very chic little outfits that she, as even her business attire, whether it's her business attire, her sporting attire, her evening attire is very sort of like French girlish. And and what else? And I said about her hair. And then finally she's excuse me, I'm now burping in your face. She's now learning French, which is something that obviously every French girl speaks French. I wish I could speak French. I live in France, as I said, and I've lived here for quite a long time, but I don't know whether it's my brain or whether I don't know. I haven't picked up French. And Megan is trying to learn French. So I think that's just like, yeah, that just proves that she has an inner French girl that she wants to unleash. And so I have this article. I mean, I'd love to see her do like commercials with the House of Chanel and so on. And I just have all these plans for Meghan Markle. I just want to live vicariously through Meghan Markle. Anyway, my darling, that's all for this post. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead because I got so emotional. I'm not sure I'm going to put this one up, but we'll see. Maybe you need to see me as I am, that's how I am. Thank you for listening. As I said, live and let live. Live and let live. That's so important. Let Meghan and Harry live. Let them breathe. Okay? You live. Let me live. I let you. And, we all have to do it. And it's not always easy because we do piss each other off. We do piss each other off for one reason or another, right? And we have to work at that, because none of us is perfect. None of us is perfect, right? Meghan is not perfect. Harry's not perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We have to try to We have to try to be better with each other. Anyway, that's it for now on all my preaching, okay, with my imperfect self.